Hello everyone, this is Dev from Trading Tirada and karon atong storyaan ang isa sa mga crucial na topic na usually naga-separate sa mga profitable traders from those traders na naga-struggle, ang trading psychology. First, ato sang isgutan unsa maning trading psychology. In simple terms, ang trading psychology is ang emotional and mental state na naga-impluwensya sa mga desisyon sa usa ka trader. Either beginner ka or seasoned trader, dako kayo og role ang atong mindset sa tuang trading success. Busa, atong susihon ang uban sa pinaka-common na psychological challenges na atong ma-encounter as a trader. Una, isang fear and anxiety. Ang atong kahadlok na makuhaan or mapaksian ang atong kapital kay makakos sa tuwa og paralysis in terms of making decisive moves. This is because if anxious ta sa atong mga trades, magduha or maalanganin na ta sa pagpislit og buy or sell sa atong trading platform. For example, gusto ka mag-trade og gold and you think na gold will increase its value. Therefore, ang imong trade bias is to buy gold, di ba? But since fearful ka na basin mali imong prediction, dili na nimo ma-execute imong trades. Naugmaan na lang kag sige gunahuna og buy gold pero wala gid nimo na-execute imong bias. Same ra pod sa copy trading. Nakakita kag performing kaayo na master trader and gusto nimo siya i-copy, but naisip nimo, what if mag-fail siya? So wala na nimo nadayon ang pag-copy sa iyaha. Next psychological challenge is ang greed. On the flip side, ang greed maka-influence sa tuwa na mag-take og unnecessary risks in hopes na makagain quickly or makagain og mas dako. This emotion often leads to poor decision making, kay it will make you disregard your trading plan and principles. For instance, nag-trade ka, gold gihapon, and naana ka sa price level na mag-take profit ka based sa imong initial trading plan. But because of greed, gusto pa nimo mo hold sa trade hoping na mas mutaas pa ang price. Pero ang nahitabo di ay ibaba na hinuon ang presyo. Same case sa copy trading. Your plan was to have $50 capital for an aggressive trader. But since nakita nimo na gwapo yung gains, nag-add ka og another $200 capital hoping na ma-amplify ang returns. Pero nag-fail ang master trader and ang ending nahurot hinuon imong kapital. Another common psychological challenge is ang overconfidence. Ang overconfidence usually mahitabo after few wins or series of wins. Abidayon nato na natay special or extraordinary insight about the market or sa trading in general. That said, opposite sa fear, we feel overconfident na mag-trade even wala tay analysis naghihimo or wala ta nag-prepare og trading plan. Overconfidence is also applicable sa copy trading. This is when we start to add more aggressive master traders maski wala na to gipang review og maayo ilang mga performance just because we think na they're all great master traders since ang isa sa master trader na imong gi-copy is performing very well. Sunod na psychological challenge is ang impatience. Impatience can drive you to enter trades prematurely which may result in losses. At the same time, it can also lead to premature exits and missed opportunities. Same rapod na sa copy trading. Let's say nag-copy kag master trader pero napansin mo na wala pa siya nakagain after few hours or even days. Then, sige na kag-check sa iyang trade and you start to question if tama ba imong decision to copy this master trader. So instead of waiting for the trade to develop, same sa pag-anticipate sa master trader, you decided to exit early thinking na walay mahitabo sa iyang trades. Taud-taud after ka ni-exit, the market moves in the predicted direction and ang gikapin nimo na master trader makes a substantial profit a profit you missed out due to impatience. Well, all of these emotions are normal, but since nag-affect ni sila sa tuang trades, we want to understand how to manage them aron ma-improve na to ato ang trading psychology. That said, here are some ways or strategies na we can follow to improve our trading psychology. Always have a well-defined trading plan. If naga-manual trade ka, dapat nakaplan jud ang atong entry and exit points, atong risk management strategies, and ang rationale behind sa atong trades. Even in copy trading, importante gihapon na natay well-defined plan. Dapat kabalutan anong gipili ni nato i-copy na master trader, tungod ba kay conservative yung strategy or aggressive, minimal ba yung drawdown, etc. This insight will help us stay committed to stick sa atong gi-copy na master trader, and at the same time, ma-manage na to ang atong expectation and stay aligned with their trading plan. Usapod sa pwede na to himuon is to set achievable trading goals. Let us not expect to be a millionaire overnight. Therefore, mag-set lang ta og realistic goals. For example, newbie pa ka, so ibig sabihin medyo limited pa imong skills and knowledge sa trading. Then, ang imong capital is just $50. Tapos, ang imong goal is to make it $100,000 after 3 days. So, di ba, medyo unrealistic yun na target. Same goes to copy trading. Let's say, imong gi-copy is conservative master trader, then imong capital is just $50. Tapos, gusto nimo na iyang return is 200% per month or $100 profit per month, which is more likely dili ma-achieve sa mga conservative master traders because if low risk iyang approach, then we expect for low reward. So instead of setting suntok sa buwan ng mga goals or targets, let's aim for consistency. Kaya ang gains or profits, in most cases, proportional ra gyud na siya sa imong kapital. Kanina approach or mindset will help us manage our expectations and makahelp sa tua to reduce the emotional stress in trading. Kung realistic atong goals, it will keep us patient and focus on long-term success rather than short-term gains. Another thing is ang disiplina. Sa maski unsa na aspeto, importante gyud always ang disiplina. Sa ato pa, need gihapon ang disiplina sa trading. Stick to your plan and iwasan na to magpadala sa tuwang mga impulsive decisions na based lang sa short-term market fluctuations. In terms of copy trading, musalig ta sa tuwang napili na master traders o sa ilang strategies. That means, idisiplina na to atong kaugalingon to allow their trades to develop as planned. Instead na imong hilabtan kay tungod na hadlok ka na dili nila ma-achieve ilang targets or ang ilang plans. Usa pa sa makatabang na makapa-improve sa atong trading psychology is by documenting our trades along with the specific emotions na atong na-feel towards those trades. Because if naga-journal ta, we have the chance to review our trades, which will help us identify patterns and improve if necessary. Sa inani na pamaagi, ma-understand na to unsa atong mga emotional triggers so we can improve our trading behavior. For example, when ba ka usually mahadlok or ma-anxious? If dako ang drawdown, then that will give us an idea na next time na mag-trade ta, ilimit na nato ato ang lot sizing. Another thing we can do is to take breaks. If we are feeling overwhelmed, most of the time, our trades are highly driven by our emotions rather than logic. Busa, it is advisable to step away from our screens for a while. If we take a break, makatabang ni sa tua to clear our mind and reduce emotional trading. Stepping away allows us to return with a fresh perspective and avoid making emotionally driven decisions. And so those are some of the things na we can do to improve our trading psychology. And I'm sure na aside from these things na atong na-cover, there are more ways to manage or improve our trading psychology. And so, try to discover what works for you. And remember, mastering trading psychology is a continuous journey. By understanding and managing our emotions, we can make more rational decisions and improve our trading performance. That said, I hope nakatabang or nakahatag og value ning video sa inyo ha. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe to our channel. Also, share your thoughts and experiences with trading psychology in the comments below. And once again, this is Deb from Trading Tirada. Thank you kayo sa inyong suporta. Cheers!